I think it's not a secret to anyone how bullet shot occurs. When the bullet is in the chamber, the drummer hits the capsule. This causes the ignition of gunpowder, and the gas pressure pushes the bullet out of the barrel. Today we'll check whether the cartridge will explode if you shoot the capsule. We're gonna be using this pneumatic boy right here. It shoots these copper-plated steel balls. They fly out of it at a speed of 150 meters per second. This is quite a good indicator for this type of firearm. The smallest .22 caliber cartridge will be the first in line. Apparently, some kind of explosion occurred. Now let's take a closer look in slow motion. Yes, the cartridge detonated. In slow motion, you can see the bullet flew towards the apple and the cartridge case flew back. It didn't punch a hole through apple. The bullet is about 3 centimeters inside. Now let's see how a more serious caliber will work. 9x18 from a Makarov pistol. Well, the explosion was clearly visible here. But unfortunately, I didn't have time to press the button on the high-speed camera and didn't record a damn thing. Therefore, now we'll try another one of the same caliber. By the way, it punched a hole through the apple. And here's the sleeve. Alright, one more attempt, 9x18. By the way, this camera shoots at 1,000 frames per second, and this speed is still not enough to clearly see all these bullet flights. The apple's been pierced, by the way, and here's a trace from getting into the plywood. .762 by .39 from a Kalashnikov assault rifle. The capsule detonated from the ball hit, but the cartridge did not explode. And finally, we have a hefty hunting cartridge of the 12 caliber, a buckshot. Well, if you ask me, in slow motion, 12 gauge caliber is the most epic one. You may notice a delay. First the capsule ignites, then the gunpowder, and then the shot fires. The apple's not ripped apart. The shrapnel has reached about a half. Well, now the shrapnel is scattered all over the place. To be honest, I thought that this plastic sleeve would just burst, but it remained intact, just inflated a bit. And on this side of the sleeve, the muzzle of our air pistol was imprinted. When I was cleaning up after all this, I found a shotgun container and a lot of scattered shrapnel. I also found a piece of unburned gunpowder, a pretty big piece of it. It turns out that when the cartridge detonates, not in the chamber but outside, the necessary pressure is not created to ignite all the gunpowder, and some part of it simply crumbles outwards. And now let's conduct another interesting experiment. Will a 12-gauge cartridge frozen in liquid nitrogen to a temperature of almost minus 200 degrees Celsius actually fire? Yeah, there was no shot, just the capsule detonated, and there was no ignition of gunpowder. Although, to be honest, I thought that the gunpowder would ignite regardless of its temperature. You can see that the capsule flew out from the impact. And here is the capsule itself. It is pierced. We have mounting cartridges like this one here. Previously, we'd already pressed them with a hydraulic press. They detonate not only from impact but also from smooth compression. And now, let's try to freeze a couple of these cartridges in liquid nitrogen. Some kind of detonation occurred, but the sound was not so loud. Since this cartridge is very small, when we put it under the press, it manages to heat up quickly from the press parts. Therefore, together with it, we'll also try to freeze a massive piece of iron on which we will then put it. Yeah, definitely the sound is quieter than that of a non-frozen cartridge. It can even be heard through the camera microphone. So, at such low temperatures, only the capsule ignites, and the gunpowder does not burn. Well, at least that's how we did it.